If you need any Xbox or PlayStation codes or any cheap PC games, use the referral link in the description. It will take you over to g2a.com. They already have a discount on most of their goods, and if you use the code CHES at checkout, you can get yourself an extra 3% off as well. Hey guys, how's it going? Ches back again, and welcome to episode number 5 of the Newcastle United career mode here on FIFA 16. If you enjoyed today's episode, make sure you drop it a like rating and subscribe to the channel too to make sure you don't miss out on any further videos. I've added a few more players to the shortlist as per your suggestions, most notably a number of wide players. Callum Harriott is a player that I had on Football Manager earlier in the year, and he was pretty good for me, so I'm definitely intrigued by him. There are a couple of others here like Martin Harnik, Tony Vilhena, and I don't know whether this is Joni or Yoni or Joni. I don't know how to pronounce it. I apologize. I presume it because he's Spanish. It's Yoni. I don't know. You'll have to let me know in the comment section down below. All three of those guys have their contracts expiring in the next 12 months. So I'm not going to be approaching them now, but we may look to bring them in on a free at the end of the season. James Forrest was a player that was suggested to me. Unfortunately, at present, my scouting staff are busy, so I can't scout absolutely everybody. Irving Lozano was another suggestion. Obviously, he's been linked with Manchester United in real life. I think it's the same Lozano anyway. And Daniel Didavi is a player that looks like could be pretty decent should we be able to pick him up on a free in January. But at present, it's only Dominic Iorfa that I'm looking to bring in still at right back. And then other than that, I think the side is done for now with regards to new signings until we get to January, and then we'll probably go nuts in January with regards to bringing some more players in to get ourselves fully ready for the Premier League season ahead. Hopefully we'll get promoted. But today we start with Crawley Town. I'm going to play a number of youngsters in this one in the Capital One Cup, and then we'll have Huddersfield Town at the end of the week. I may still be moving a number of players on, even perhaps if we get a decent offer for a player I wasn't expecting to sell on, then we might sell them and then replace them later on in the window. But a number of players, we've brought in, 5 new players? We brought in 5 new players ourselves, being Akore, Hanley, Henry. Who else did we bring in? We brought in Armstrong, although he was already at the club, and Hayden. Add that to Gamez and Gale and Richie, and I think that's it for the that's 8 signings that have technically been made in this opening summer transfer window, including the ones that I made before the save started manually and the ones that we've made in the save. So we've made a number of new signings. The side looks different to basically the side is a lot different to the one that got relegated from the Premier League, put it that way. So, or the squad is. The starting lineup still got a few strong players in there like Sissoko and Gini Wijnaldum, etc. But hopefully we can get a decent result here against Crawley away from home. I'm not expecting it to be too difficult a game, to be completely honest. And then we've got Huddersfield at the end of the week. And after that, we'll just have to see what happens. But without any further ado, let's jump straight in. I'll be completely changing this starting 11, so I'll show you which side I selected once we get into the game. This is the side I'm starting with. It's a very young side. You can see players like Adam Armstrong up top, Rolando Aarons on the left. We've got Isaac Hayden in at CDM, Rico Henry at left back, Curtis Good at centre back. Having to play Dummett at right back because we haven't yet been able to bring in another right back. And of course, Daryl Yamat is injured, so and Jesus Gamez filled that spot in the previous game. So still waiting to bring in Dominic Iorfa. But for now, playing a very young side. Hopefully they'll be able to do the job. We do have a little bit more experience on the bench, but fingers crossed this first team can do us proud. Rolando Aarons, get this to Adam Armstrong. Play it through that gap there to John Joe Shelvey, who will look to get in Matt Ritchie. Slightly overhit the pass, but he will keep it in. Got support here from Paul Dummett. Swinging into the box. Shelvey looking to be on the end of it, but not able to get there. Ritchie will turn back this way and hopefully beat the defender. He's done well. There's the cross blocked. We'll have a corner instead then. Let's see if we can get something from this. John Joe Shelvey to take. Float it into the middle. Up goes Grant Hanley. Wide. Anita. Nice ball down the line to Rolando Aarons. Step over to turn inside. Nicely done. Well executed. Still going here, Rolando Aarons. Still going, Rolando Aarons. Good save by Rose, the goalkeeper. Matt Ritchie will recover the ball, and he was offside. Never mind, there's our best chance of the game so far. But unfortunately for Rolando Aarons, the goalkeeper made a top save. Edwards. Oh, wow. That's a deep cross that's completely caught out the defensive line. Della Verde into the box and Sells punches away. Crawley's first, I guess, chance of the game. It was a cross, not a shot, but it was headed on target at the very least. Crawley have defended so very well so far. It's been a difficult game to try and create much, as they just have a number of players sat behind the ball, and I haven't really been able to find the passing lanes in behind. So we'll try and improve things in the second half, maybe up the tempo a little bit, move from balance to attacking or ultra attacking, and try and force the matter in the second half. Richie, get down the... Wow, what a tackle from Dunn. I was going to say get down the line, but we get this into Isaac Hayden, and there is space there for Vernon Anita, and he's found him well. We'll poke through Adam Armstrong. Just get it onto his right. Oh, it could still go in. The keeper reacts very, very late after the deflection. Try and chase the defender down, but he's been able to get it away. I have switched to ultra-attacking for this second half, and immediately we find ourselves with an opportunity in the opening 4 minutes. Hopefully that continues, and we'll be able to get ourselves a couple of goals and comfortably get through to the next round of the Capital One Cup. Oh, it's a lovely through ball. And McAlinden's in. Good save by Sells. Completely cut me apart there. First time that's happened in the entire game. Going to have to raise my concentration level slightly, I think. Getting a little bit complacent with regards trying to break them apart at the other end. Let's just give this back to Dummett and then go back to Richie. Set it up for a left-footed cross. It's a great delivery. Oh, I think it actually came off the defender rather than Adam Armstrong. And it's going to be a corner. Very close to giving us a 1-0 lead there. Matt Ritchie will stand the ball up into the box. Isaac Hayden's up, as is Dunn, the defender. Ritchie will get there first, though. Can't find Anita as Bond steps in. Tiote fired up to Matt Ritchie. Into Mitrovic. We'll go back to Ritchie. And then try and turn inside. Mitrovic has made the run around the outside, so we'll get it to him and get a cross in. It's not the best of deliveries, but man in the middle, Isaac Hayden, was able to actually create a decent opportunity, but it's well cleared by the Crawley backline. Ritchie, this is a good run. We'll just poke that in front of... Oh, it was meant for Hayden, but Mitrovic will take it. Hayden will get it to Dwight Gale. This is the first real clear-cut chance we've had with our substitute, and Dwight Gale can't get his shot off properly, but Ritchie picks up the loose ball. Oh, that's so unfortunate for Crawley, but we will take it. Squirming into the bottom corner, shot on Ritchie's weaker right foot that squirms into the bottom corner thanks to the deflection off the defender. I'm not sure whether the initial shot was actually on target. Gale did well there, but two solid tackles, and actually their man stayed down. The shot comes off. Wow, that's so unlucky. But was the shot initially on target? Arguably, it was going wide, but it sneaks in that near post. Sorry, Crawley. 1-0 Newcastle. Oh, heavy touch. Isaac Hayden will pick up on it, and Dunn will just walk off with it. Terrible touch from Isaac Hayden. I think I'm definitely going to try and get him out on loan. He's really not cut the mustard for us in this game, unfortunately. Here's Tomlin for... Oh, Crawley and Hepburn Murphy. His header rifles past the side netting. So much power on that and the near post. And only a few inches the wrong side the post. Very close to an equaliser. There goes the final whistle. It took a rather fortuitous deflection to give us the 1-0 win in the end. I was pleased though with the performance of the youngsters. They did well enough to keep Crawley out. They just weren't necessarily as good going forward as we needed them to be. But you can see just barely any chances in the game at all. I felt like we were more creative than that, but never mind. A 1-0 win and we're through to the next round regardless. And we'll see what happens between now and the league game at the weekend. Transfer offer for Curtis Good, a 2-year loan offer. Now, with the introduction of Hanley, we have Mbemba as well, and we have Jules Okore, and we have Jamal Lascelles. So I am going to accept that loan move for Curtis Good to Sheffield United for 63. 2-year loan deal for the 63 rated centre-back, and hopefully that will help him improve as a professional. As you can see, Jules Okore, Mbemba, Hanley, and... to be fair, Dummett can play at centre-back as well, and Jamal Lascelles. Transfer offer for a youngster, Daniel Barlaser. It's going to go out on loan for 2 years. Hopefully some first-team experience at Swindon can do him the world of good, although I'm not expecting fireworks, to be honest, even when he comes back. So I'm not sure how well youngsters like that will grow out on loan. We've had a scout report from France. I've sent my scout out looking for first-team quality players whose contracts are expiring, so we'll have to wait and see what happens. But this is a left-back I was looking at for potentially bringing in for the Premier League season. 25 years of age, 6 foot tall, Ruben Ferreira. His contract is expiring. He's currently at Maritimo, but I think I'd rather just grow Rico Henry, to be honest. And there are a couple of players in France whose contracts are expiring. Asana Bangura is absolutely rapid, and I'm definitely going to add him to the shortlist. Oh, he's on loan, isn't he? Of course. Is he from Rayo Vallecano? Question mark. You'll have to let me know in the comment section down below. Adrian Regata is also a decent looking player whose contract is expiring. And Kulu's just gone to Lyon, so we won't do anything about that one. Don't want Diabite or any of these guys. You're Gurku, Patricio, Badimo, Jufra, Duche or Maxwell. But those two right-sided midfielders I'll definitely be interested in when it comes to the Barclays Premier League season. But without any further ado, time to try and get ourselves a win in the Championship for the first time, playing against Huddersfield at home. Haidara down the line to Gini Wijnaldum, eventually gets it under control and gets away from the defender. This is actually the first time in the entire series to this point that we're playing at home. We've played all of the pre-season games, obviously, abroad, and then our 2 games so far in competitive play have been away at Wednesday and away at Crawley. So even though we're in episode number 5, this is actually our first game in front of the St James's Park faithful, so we'll see how we get on. I'm just going to help this on, looking for Jack Colback, who's been a great goal-scoring influence for us so far in this save, but Haidara can't get that under control, and unfortunately our first chance at St James's Park is blocked by a defender. Colback, Tovan, through the gap to Ayoze Perez, back to Tovan again. Just nice, oh, lovely little turn inside. Still going. Tovan in the box. Tovan! Oh, that's an absolutely wonderful goal from Florian Tovan. If there was ever the sort of goal he wanted to score as the first one at home as a new manager, something like that is absolutely perfect. A beautiful run. Turns inside one defender, powers past him, beats the slide tackle, then jinks inside again and scoops it into the far bottom corner on his weaker foot. Absolutely brilliant run and an exquisite finish as well. So accurate into that bottom corner. 7 minutes in, we are 1-0 in front against Huddersfield. Free kick a little bit further out than last time. We'll give this to Jack Colback and then help it on to Henri Saivet. Basically the exact same thing we did last time, but players reversed. Henri Saivet has the shot. Ooh, not too far away. Flying over the top of the bar. Half an hour played. Still just a 1-0 lead. Throw to Sissoko. I will give that to Henri Saivet, but I'll just try and turn and then try and find Ayoze Perez, which he's done well. And then rifle that towards the top corner. Good save by Jed Steer. And the defender Schindler gets it away. We're knocking on the door, looking for that second goal, but haven't yet been able to find it. Lovely ball down the line to Galindo. Lays it inside. Oh, early shot. Very well struck. Could still lead to a second goal. Great reaction save from Tim Krul. Kachunga was offside, but the first strike was so powerful from distance. Extremely well struck. I didn't expect him to hit it first time, and he's just lashed at it. Thankfully, we've still got Tim Krul in between the sticks, who's a decent goalkeeper. That could have been 1-1. Gamez to Ritchie. Just come off the bench. Being evolved, and Dwight Gale can spread this to John Joe Shelby. Oh, we was really unlucky not to get a second goal, but John Joe Shelby was very slow there in taking the ball under his control. I actually haven't enjoyed playing with John Joe Shelby at all. He was one of the players I was hoping would be kind of like a creative genius for us in the middle, but it's not transpired that way at all, and I have not enjoyed using him. I'm genuinely contemplating replacing him in January and bringing in a big named replacement. That will be probably one of the biggest transfers we do in January, but we come close again to getting a second goal, and they've smacked it clear. 15 minutes to go, including the injury time, and hopefully we'll at least keep the 1-0 lead, and if we can, we will up it to 2. But John Joe Shelby does well to hold on to possession there in that instance. We'll get this to Dwight Gale, go through to John Joe Shelby again, and this time he finds the back of the net. Every time I slate a player in game mid-highlight, they always do something following up that highlight. I can't remember who it was. Someone did it in my player recently. I absolutely slated him and then he went and scored a goal. And now John Joe Shelby has done exactly the same. 2-0 Newcastle. Lovely turn by Matt Ritchie. Defender trying desperately to get the ball off him, but not successful in his attempts. Dwight Gale will poke this here, looking for Moussa Sissoko. They will try and return the ball to Dwight Gale if they can, but Sissoko goes for the shot from distance. That'll be a corner. Close to 3-0 from 5 minutes to go. Low to Galindo, to Kachunga. Gets a good turn, and the shot! Impressive finish. Very impressive finish. It's just as well we got that second goal from John Joe Shelby. Otherwise, we'd have only been getting a point from our second game as well. Great finish. He's just whipped that in the top corner. Take nothing away from that. Very, very good goal. I was hoping that we were going to be able to keep a clean sheet again, because with that way we'll have kept a clean sheet in every competitive game we've played so far this season. But unfortunately it wasn't to be. But we haven't conceded more than one in a game at all so far in this save. So fingers crossed that will continue to be the case for the foreseeable future. We may be able to make it 3, but no. Solid tackle on Gini Wijnaldum. Don't you dare be injured. Get up. He's getting up. It's all right. Don't panic, Ches. No, he's still on the floor. He's up. Good. A 2-0 win against Huddersfield, and that will give us 3 points for the first time this season in the Championship, although we've only played 2 games, so it's not going to make that much difference to our league position. We'll see what happens. I am still going to try and get Dominic Iorfa in between now and the end of the window. Rob Elliott has gone to QPR. We'll do a quick training session. We are 8th in the league. You can't quite see that behind me probably, but there you go. 8th in the league, Norwich top and Aston Villa 2nd. So the 2 other relegated sides from the Premier League have won their opening 2 games. We've won 1 and drawn 1. I may have to go in and put another offer in for Iorfa actually, because I believe that Sylvain Marvo was part of the deal previously, but I'm just going to go straight in and offer them 2 million up front, and they should accept that. So hopefully we can get the deal for Dominic Iorfa done sooner rather than later. Was that another cup game midweek, did I see? No, it was Wigan midweek. It is a midweek game, but we have 4 games left in the window. Wigan, Brighton, Hull, be a very difficult one. Premier League now, Hull of course, and Barnsley. So we'll play Wigan and Brighton tomorrow. Depending on what happens in tomorrow's episode, I may play Hull as well. It depends whether we can get that right-back deal done and whether anything else happens with regard wingers. We'll have to wait and see. But for now, that's going to bring today's episode to a close. Thank you very much for watching, guys. Drop the video a like if you enjoyed, of course, and subscribe to the channel too to ensure you don't miss out on any further content. I will actually, let me advance as far as that game against Wigan just to ensure that nothing else happens in the window. Jamal Lascelles has gone up to 71 rated, which is fantastic. Some good growth from our youngsters. And we will advance just those extra 2 days. And, 4 emails. So there may still be something yet to happen today. No, just updates and scout reports. I was interested in Callum Harriott though. Wow, great physicals, not the best technicals, and he's only 5'5". I think we'll stick with Rolando Aarons for now, to be honest. But Harnik could be good. He's 28 years old, probably better with Matt Ritchie. Okay, never mind. And Didavi, he could be good. He could perhaps be our John Joe Shelby replacement. Maybe, although he's not that good in the tackle. I'll leave him there on the shortlist, but I'm not sure. I'll let you guys give me some feedback. I definitely don't want Joey Barton, though. We'll remove you. We'll remove Espinoza and Matip and you. Nordvite I don't want. Pato. Verdongen we may go in for next season. Darren Gibson, no. Fletcher, no. Tetty, no. Barton, no. Valdez, no. Borich, no. Green, no. Pienaar, no. Ibra, no. Carrick, no. Collins, no. Terry, no. Parker, no. Madison, no. Iorfa, yes. Taylor, Maguire, Bakuna, Garbutt, Rashford, House, Callis, Fraser and Anua, who we don't want, and neither do we want Grant Hall. Right. That's going to bring today's episode to a close. Drop the video a like if you enjoyed. Subscribe to the channel too to make sure you don't miss out on any further content. I'll see you next time.